Hey there, how's it going? So you've decided that you need a coach. You've decided that you'd like some mentorship, some support, some guidance for what you're doing in your life. You want some guidance around growing your business, or you'd like some guidance in your relationships, or having just some general guidance as you walk on this life journey, right? And some support, some guidance, some mentorship. That would be a great thing, right? So you go out and looking for a coach, and you start to see some people that you connect with. How do you know when a coach is not the right one for you? And then once you make that decision, what do you do about it? I'm Amy Simpkins. I am the vision architect, and I help developing entrepreneurs craft a gorgeous, structured business vision that is designed to take their brilliant but nebulous ideas from the land of possibility to profitability, to bring them down into concrete space as soon as possible. And then once that vision is crafted, I help them use an iterative implementation method that's taken straight out of the engineering of complex systems. And we use that power of iteration to implement that vision in a sustainable, abundant, and just way that just feels totally good. So that's who I am. And one of the primary things that I offer as a service in my business is coaching. That's pretty much my primary offering at this time, although I have a few products available as well. But I love coaching. And what I love about coaching is the instant gratification of it. I get to help people, and then I get to see the shift happen like real time. That is incredible. Coaching for me to be the coach is so much fun, and it's so empowering for me. And then also, I am also a coaching client. I have coaches of my own. And what I love about being a coaching client is that clarity, the perspective that a coach gives you. They can see the forest instead of the trees. So they can kind of get outside of your bubble and give you this higher level perspective that you didn't see. They can also keep you accountable. They give you support and challenge to do what you don't think is possible and to just achieve new levels in your business and your life. Love it. I totally believe in the power of coaching. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to share a story with you, though, that a couple of weeks ago, I had found this woman who was offering services, and she was offering services around a certain area of my business that I was interested in developing. She had some really neat outcomes, and she included with those outcomes kind of like a networking kind of element to it. And I was like, wow, since this is 2017 is my year of visibility in my business, I definitely wanted to get a piece of that. So I signed up for a call with her, a quick 30-minute session just to get to know each other. And boy, right away, she was not the coach for me. So we're going to talk about how I knew that, how you can know that, and then what to do about it, right? There are so many coaches out there. And finding a coach is like dating, where it's as much about the personality interaction and the chemistry of it as it is about like the items on a checklist that you'd like to have, okay? And so what happened was I jumped on this call with this woman, and she started telling me what it is that I should be doing with my business. And she gave me a list a few miles long. And I started to feel this feeling of dread in the pit of my stomach. And I looked at the list, and I'm not afraid of taking action. I'm not afraid of taking on big projects, but I looked at the list that she had given me, and I started to feel like panicky that like I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I feel like I'm doing everything wrong because I'm not doing any of this stuff that she said. And I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and do I really have to implement all this? When am I going to find the time to do that? And how am I going to fit this in with all the rest of the plans that I had? And it just like, I could feel the anxiety building. Okay, so here's tip number one. If you are having a conversation with a potential coach, and you experience a feeling of dread, it's not the coach for you. I'm just going to go so far as to say that. Now, again, I totally believe in getting challenged by your coach. You want to have a coach who's willing to like give you a kick in the pants if you need it. You want to be, if you're going to be pushed to higher levels, you're going to have to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone. That's all, that is cool. But the dread feeling is something entirely different. And so if you're feeling panicked by talking with a coach, not the right one. Not the right one. You should feel like you're having fun. It should have a certain amount of ease to it. You should feel inspired and empowered that you walk out of the conversation and you're ready to do it. You're ready to take action. That's how you know. Feelings of dread, panic, anxiety, not the right person for you. Move along. Okay. So secondly, and this is a little bit lighter maybe, but still an indicator that through the course of my conversation with this other woman who I potentially was going to hire for some kind of services, or she wanted me to at least, we didn't get any of each other's jokes. And I mean, and it was bad. Not just like crickets, but like she had said something that she had meant to come across as a joke. And I was like, oh, I not took offense, but I was a little put off by it. And then she had to explain, like, oh, I was just joking. That was a joke. Oh, that nervous laughter that I didn't really get it, and I still don't really get how it was a joke, but okay, it was a joke. And then later I said something that apparently did offend her because she turned it back around on me and was like, well, you said that. And she told me what I said. And I was like, whoa, I did not mean to imply, if you feel like you have to throw your hands up in like a gesture of surrender, also not a great conversation. If you're talking past each other like two ships passing in the night, it's not a great fit. And that's okay. That's okay, because there are lots of coaches out there who offer incredible services. And there are some coaches who are brilliant and very good at what they do are not going to be the right coach for you. That's fine. So what do? You have had a conversation, or you've gotten to know a coach either through their free content and their video content, or by actually having a conversation, and they're just not the one for you. What do? Well, first of all, if you've had a conversation, here's what I want to do. I want you to take your notes, and if you got any little bits of wisdom out of your conversation that you feel are good to take forward, go ahead and jot them down in some permanent location. Maybe put them in your Evernote or in your main workbook or in your planner. And then take your notes and tear them up. Yeah, really. Tear them up and throw them in the garbage. Or, better yet, burn them in the fireplace. Send them off. Release them back into the cosmos. Those ideas will go help somebody else on a different day. You don't need them in your life. If they are filling you with that sense of dread, you don't need to go back and try and figure out if she had a point. Okay? Find a coach that does resonate with you and inspires you to be better and to take action. And just don't sweat anything else. Okay, so how about if you're not in a personal relationship with a coach, but you are following a coach on social media, or you read their blogs, you're on their mailing list, and so, and you're inspired by what they're doing and what they say. So what happens if they start to say things that don't resonate with you, or like they're giving you actions, through the element of their blog posts or through the mechanism of their mailing list, and you're just like, I just never feel inspired to buy anything you create. I don't feel inspired to watch any of your trainings. Unsubscribe. Stop following them on social media. Leave their Facebook group. You don't need to be a part of every Facebook group. I'm sure there were opportunities for networking there with other participants, but if you don't jive, if you don't gel with the leader of the group, it's not the right group for you. It's okay. And there are plenty of groups, so go find another group that you're going to resonate with more, that's going to be more of a positive experience and inspire you to greatness rather than filling you with dread every time you go there. Or worse yet, just ignoring it all the time and causing yourself to get a lot more spam than you need. Because that's what it becomes when you're not using the information. Useless information is just spam, even if it was well-intentioned in the first place. So unsubscribe from the mailing list. Unlike the page, leave the Facebook group. It's okay. And then go find a tribe that does resonate with you, because there are many. And we are all looking to just help you. Let me tell you, from my perspective as a coach, I am not offended when people want to step away from my tribe. If they're not resonating with what I'm saying, then I want them to find someone who does. And if I can support them in finding that person, even if it was the lady I talked to 2 weeks ago who filled me with dread, I will recommend that person if I feel that it's a good fit. But I don't want anyone to stay who isn't resonating with my message. Okay? Now, if you're listening to this video and you do resonate with what my message, you hear what I have to say, you're inspired, and you like the way I talk, and you think I'm a little goofy, that's cool. I like to be goofy. I want to invite you to come and join the tribe. Just stay in touch. So the first thing you can do that's super low commitment is just get on my email list. So go on over to amysimkins.com, and right there on the homepage, there's a nice little box. You can put your email address in. You'll get some free video content so you can see more of my shining face. And then you'll get some emails from me, and we can keep in touch, and you can keep tabs on what I'm doing. And when I put out something that's of interest to you, it's going to resonate with you because you resonate with me, and we're connected like that. We have that chemistry. Awesome. Now, if you are looking for a coach, a mentor, guide, and you're inspired by who I am and what I say and what I do, I would be so honored to have a one-on-one conversation with you. And we'll see if there's a good fit. We'll see if there's chemistry. We'll see if we get each other's jokes. So if you're interested in that, I invite you as well to send me an email, amy@amysimkins.com, and we'll set up my free 45-minute Catalyst session. It's just a conversation to see where you're at, what you're working on, and if my kind of coaching and mentorship is right for you. I'd be so glad to hear from you either way. I'm so glad you're here, whether you're in my tribe or you're just passing through. And I just encourage you to find the coaches, mentors, gurus, guides who light you up. You deserve that. Thanks. And I'll see you next time.